wanted to do a quick video about the building aspects of the game, as this has been brought up a few times in the Discord server, so go over a few building tips, a few minor inconveniences that you don't notice, or workarounds to actually have things looking the way that you'd want. But first, since this seems to be an issue that several people run into, let's meet this Wizard of Time and Space and remember what they're for. So the Wizard is here to reset the world. It's also where you buy the books of difficulties to upgrade or to progress or regress through the difficulties, and also the official document, which resets all of your attribute points, all of your ancient items, but does not refund any of the gold from your ancient items. So, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the meat of the discussion and the building. As you can see in this building alone, we can see several different layers of block. In It Lurks Below, there are 3 different layers of blocks. There's the foreground, there's the background, and then there's a layer behind even that one. So here at the doors, you can see the doors in the foreground, so if I walk into it, I can't walk through it. Behind it is the second distance, and behind that is another third distance where you can see in this darkened area. So lighting does affect how bright or dark an area is, as you can see in this section of what I've built. So this is a tower I've built myself, and you can see quite a few interesting features here. I've used the 2 different types of cobblestone, the upgraded cobblestone and the raw cobblestone, just to give it a little bit better of an effect. And here you can see I've used all 3 layers. I've used the foreground on the wall, and then 2 layers behind the wall. This section right here is the 3rd layer behind, and this middle section is in the middle layer. Something you can notice is that the platforms, ladders, however you want to call it, they actually attach to the layer that is the furthest back. So it gives this weird effect when you're going up or down stairs where it looks a bit squished. As you can see in this section right here where I haven't filled it in, the game is 3D, so you can look behind these pillared sections. Now, how do you actually build this stuff? It's actually pretty simple. It's for the foreground, all you have to do is place the block. For the second background, it's holding shift and clicking. And for the 3rd layer, it's control and click. So as you can see, all 3 layers are present right here. To mine the different layers, and I've got my 3x3 ring of digging, and also my 3x3 pickaxe. So same thing, without holding anything down, you destroy the foreground. Holding shift, you destroy the back layer, and holding control, you destroy the layer behind that. Now, as for buildings, they interact in an interesting way. So you have to have a completely flat ground for them to be placed. You can place them on top of other buildings, as it's been seen in my stack of the bank and the merchant. And here, just like any other block, if you destroy the block underneath it, it doesn't actually remove the building. Another key feature that you want to look into is the doors. Doors can be a bit tricky to place and build around. They require having a block underneath them and no foregrounds in front of them or around them. Shift right click to pick it up. Now, what gets tricky about it is that after you've placed it, you cannot place anything below it or above it. Blocks need to have a block nearby for it to be able to be placed. So here I have everything. So now if I place the door, it actually has a background behind it. So what you have to do is you have to place the background that you want prematurely to actually placing the door. Oh, and previously, it was actually impossible to place apparatuses and other items of the sort on platforms, but this was patched a few days, weeks ago, and so you can actually have your apparatus on there as well, which makes it much easier to actually go around and have everything placed and be able to move through your base. So that should cover everything that we can see here. 3 layers of building, 3D aspect of everything. Platform is actually attached to the furthest block behind them. Lighting does take account into the depth of each block, and buildings can have the ground below them destroyed. My name's Ference, and thanks for watching.